Hi everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play. We're continuing on. So, I was just about out of space here, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my inventory a little bit and keep it going. I know I walked right by a zombie before, so I'm gonna see about that. And that's one thing I wanted to mention here. This element of burning the zombies, which you see a note right here, special instructions. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they're able to come back to life. That's referring to the zombies becoming Crimson Heads. So you can burn them or destroy the head with a headshot. If further methods are discovered, you'll be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor. You need something to light it with. Light it with a joint, how about that? So what that means is basically, if you want to make your life a little easier, you have to carry around both the lighter and the the fuel canteen, which is a little annoying sometimes because you wind up taking 2 slots in your inventory. You only have 8 item slots. Although with Chris it's even worse because you only have 6. And if I remember correctly, I don't think you ever get a side pack like you do in pretty much every other classic Resident Evil game. I know for sure you get a side pack in the second game. Only one of the characters can get the side pack though, so you have to choose wisely. For me, I always like to give the character that's playing the B scenario the side pack because of the second to last fight with Mr. X. The way I fight him, oh god, and I don't have a defense item, great. He bit me like twice. Look at all that blood. Okay. Looks like these guys can take a lot of punishment. Okay, so I'm starting to sense that the middle difficulty that I picked back in the beginning, I think that's supposed to be normal mode, but they upped the difficulty a little bit. Because I really don't remember. Look at that. Jeez. That's a lot of bullets he's taking. I think he's finally dead. But that's unbelievable. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, there's another zombie upstairs. And I'm going to try to lure him down here so by the time I kill him, he hopefully will land on top of this other guy. And the reason why I want to do that is to conserve the oil. Because if you get the zombies to land on top of each other, you only need to use the oil once to get rid of 2 or more zombies. If you can get 3 or more zombies in a pile, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so I'm gonna try. Oh, whoa, that was kind of close. See, they shamble kind of slowly, but even though they do, oh my god, am I gonna die? No. Oh my god, look at that. I'm on danger. Yeah, they definitely upped the difficulty on this. 2 bites and I'm already on danger. Holy cow. Okay, shit just got real. I have to plan accordingly. Okay, so I have to be very, very, very careful here. I'm still trying to lure him here to land on top of this other zombie. Hopefully I can do that before he walks this way, because then I'm not going to be able to... Oh god. Okay. Okay, I think they're close enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I don't have the lighter yet, I have to pick it up, but that really took me by surprise. Honestly, that difficulty jump. Okay, so I have to be very cautious here. So I'm not going through the door over here because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it has a doorknob, so I have to go kind of around, but it's not too far, it's not too bad. So let me go pick up the lighter. And time is of the essence here too. I don't know. See, every time I play the remake, even obviously the original remake, I am never sure when the zombies are going to reanimate. I'm always paranoid about this. Okay, so this is saying here, as far as I can tell, the mud is always hanging around the 2nd floor balcony. Okay, so I know where that is. And the dog is carrying something that I need. So, suspense. A certain item you always wanted to get a hold of. A dildo? Nah, Jesus. John Tolman. This could work out well for both of us. What was the item? Okay, now I'm never gonna know what that item was that this guy wanted. Oh, come on. That's essential. That's not essential to the story, but I still wanted to know that. So this is the lighter. Oh, okay. I was hoping they weren't gonna pull the Resident Evil trick where they give you the lighter, but you still need basically 2 parts to make the lighter complete. I think it was in Resident Evil Nemesis. Something like that. Okay, so these guys, they're still down there, which is good, but it's not like they turn into Crimson Heads in 2 seconds. You have to give them a while, but I don't know how much time exactly. And I don't know if it's different for different zombies in different areas. Okay, that was smart. I should have backed up the other way, but that counted as burning them both, which is nice. So that helps a lot. So that would be my words of wisdom that I can impart to you guys. If you can kill the zombies where they lie one on top of the other, you can really save a lot of oil that way, because the oil is very limited. You would think, I mean, look right here. Look at the, if you saw it right there, the canister of kerosene. Look how much larger it is compared to the canteen that you're lugging around. Unless the canteen is a lot bigger than that. But basically each canister that you see in the different rooms only holds four refills, 4 fills of for the canteen. What that means is you can only fill it up twice. So that really threw me for a loop, and I'm thankful here that there's no zombie back here. Alright, so I think there's a map that I can access in this area. Okay. So I was just telling somebody the other day, why did I get this game? And you're always going to get those people that criticize you. Don't you have this? Isn't this the same game? I'm like, yes, I do. But I have the habit of buying a re-release of a game. For example, I bought... This was actually a silly reason why I did this, but I bought the digital version of Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation 3, on the PlayStation Network, because I didn't even realize that my PlayStation 3 could play PlayStation 1 games. This was years ago. I've learned that since then, which is nice. So I just said, oh, whoops, okay, my mistake. But I didn't mind because it's a good game. It could have been worse. I could have spent double the money on the same game over and over and over again, which, if you think about it, I actually did with Call of Duty. Oh god, I swear I think I referenced that game in every Let's Play that I do. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here, and what I would recommend, is try as best as you can not to mix green herbs with other green herbs. Sometimes I'll do it because I'm really far away from a save room, and I'm just too lazy to go all the way back there, and I need space to pick up another item that might be in the area. But for the most part, if you can hold off and wait, because I'm seeing that there's a lot of, you'll see, I'm just kind of thinking ahead. There's a lot of red herbs scattered throughout the mansion, so I would definitely recommend that. And that's a free full heal. It's less of an investment in the sense that you mix up 3 green herbs to get a full heal, whereas you can mix up only 1. You only need to mix up 1 green with 1 red, and it's the same effect. So it's a little less wasteful of resources. So it makes more sense to do it that way. And speaking of herbs, I still don't know how you use the herbs, but I see that Jill brought some papers, so I hope they don't do random drug tests on the STARS members, because I think Jill might fail. Come on, who the hell the papers? See, look at the way the herb looks. You pick up an individual herb, it's just a plant, and now you mix it. Where'd that paper come from? Think Jill listens to a lot of Bob Marley? I never understood that. And then I guess they tried to explain it in Resident Evil 5 where it turned into a body spray. Like, really? You're spraying yourself with an herb. That's not how that shit works. I love this game though. I do. Come on, seriously. I always love how we accept certain things in games even though they would be completely the different whatever concept, whatever idea, whatever particular idea the game is proposing would be absolutely preposterous in real life. I just love that in games. We just accept it. It's just like in dreams too. Like, you know how you have a dream and you know that if you were to see the same thing in your dream that in reality, if you were to see it in real life, you'd be like, this doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't make any sense at all. But in the dream, you're a little more accepting of it. I've always found that really an interesting element of the human condition. Yeah. Alright, so I'm noticing that there's a lot of doors that require the armor key, which needs to be acquired. I'm close to getting it though, so that's not too bad. So let me see here. Okay, where am I going to next? I'm gonna make my way down here. I have the sword key now, and I remember in this area where I first used the dagger on the zombie, the door leading out the other way requires a sword key. So let me just let's see what's going on beyond here. So I have to admit that the reason why I bought this game was for HD Wesker. I admit it, it's out there. You guys are just gonna have to accept it. Okay, let's see. These can be moved, so I'm gonna see what's under here. That is what now? A dag. Okay, great. That's always a welcome addition. They never kill the zombies. Oh dear. See, I love stuff like that. They changed it up. The dog, if I remember correctly, the dogs immediately jump into this hallway, but just to mess with you. That's really awesome. So that's what handgun bullets. Great. Okay. I'm actually pleasantly surprised in terms of the number of handgun bullets I have. Even though those two zombies I fought in that other area, the area closer to that save room, they kind of took a bit of a punishment. Okay, so this required the lockpick. Okay. Yeah, I kind of went to that corner because if I'm not mistaken, in the director's cut version of this game, there's an herb in that corner, but looks like it's gone now. Okay, so this area. Okay, I don't know if running triggers the dogs jumping over, so so far it looks like the dogs, they're kind of running a little wild, but like they know I'm here, but they're not jumping over yet. So just gonna hope that remains the case. Okay, so finally I'm back to fine, and I'm still amazed at the amount of damage that the zombies can cause. Still plenty. Okay, great. So I'm gonna take a note of this area just in case I deplete the other oil, the other kerosene supplies. I could always come back here if I need more. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm just kind of thinking ahead. There's areas where what I'm gonna try to do is if there are zombies that I can avoid, to pretty wide area, or I can kind of fake them out, run around them, then I'm gonna avoid killing zombies in those areas because it really doesn't make any sense. You're just gonna make your life harder and maybe even waste ammo that you really don't need to waste. So, out of space. But I'm not too far from a save room, so that's not too bad. So I think I might just go ahead and go there first. Right? It's the same save room that I've been to. It's just approaching it from the other side. But first I'm going to go in here really quick and see what's going on. remove the plug. I'm not really sure what Jill was expecting. So this, oh, okay, wait. This dude was just sitting here waiting for somebody to surprise. Really? Really? So this zombie is a jokester now? He's like a prankster? Gross. Doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. Well, Jill, you just serviced it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I have no idea if... Well, okay, wait. Jill stomped his head? Okay, so I got a dagger out of this, which is great. A free dagger, no less. So, Jill stomped the head, so that counts as head damage? Does that mean that guy's gonna not come back as a Crimson Head? Because I don't know about that. I hope he doesn't. Because I don't know if the Crimson Heads can bust through doors. Because that's kind of scary. That's one thing I like. In this game, the zombies, once in a while you see that you'll kind of hear a door slamming. It's a nice underwear soiling event if you're really not expecting it. You should try it sometime. So let me drop off some of this stuff. Yeah, definitely this game. One day I'll have it memorized where I will know how to optimize my inventory, but until that time I'm probably gonna make about 50-60 trips to the save room. So the red herb I'm gonna hold on to until I find a green herb. So let's see what else I need. Okay, just as a precaution, I'm gonna just go ahead and save my game. And the reason why I'm saving the game is because if you've played this game, you know exactly what's coming up. My next goal, there was a room I ran right by. My next goal is to get the shotgun. There's 2 ways to get the shotgun. With Jill. With Chris, this doesn't work. With Jill, one way to get it is to... Well, you'll see in a moment. One way to get it, which I'm not going to show here, is to get the broken shotgun. It's in a room on the other side of the mansion with... So you get a broken shotgun, and you basically switch it out with the shotgun, the actual functional shotgun, and you avoid triggering a trap. But this other way, this doorknob looks like... Okay, so you have to be careful with this door too, and I think you can only open this door about 2 or 3 times before it becomes unusable, so you have to be very, very, very careful. So I only go through it when I absolutely need to, and I know I need that shotgun, so I kind of didn't have a choice here. I mean, I could have gone the other way, but it's just gonna take too long, and I don't know if I'm triggering other enemies by doing that. So this is the room that I was referring to. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can activate the other way of getting the shotgun. The other way, it does not require the broken shotgun. So basically requires that Barry saves you, because you will activate the trap, which makes sense. So there is an ink ribbon here, and I'm going to be collecting them because I'm going to be saving the game a lot, because I feel like there's a lot of kind of trap moments, a lot of moments where if I'm not careful I will die, and I don't want to have to backtrack too far, so I'm going to oversave. So there you go. So I'm picking up the shotgun. Like I said, I'm not putting... So you see that? Lift up. I'm not putting anything on it. And I'm really hoping that this works. Because I kind of heard some people not have much luck with this. They were expecting Barry to save them, but it didn't happen. So I'm a little nervous about that. Oh dear. Okay. So... yeah, these doors will no longer open.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
What did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand! was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Alrighty. See, the original game gets a lot of flack for the dialogue being very, very awkward. And you could tell it's definitely not... It wasn't written by a person who's a native speaker of English. I'm talking about, you know, the original game. But the dialogue in this game is really not that much better. It's a little more natural. Yes, it's a little more natural, but it's still very cheesy. Like, who the hell says, "Oh, you fit into a sandwich"? Like, that sounds perverted. Like, I almost got squished. I almost died, and you're gonna sit here and make a joke about that? What a dork. Seriously. Alright, so back to the save room we go, dropping off lots of stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, but we'll resume same place, same channel, same bat channel, you know, all that jazz. Okay, later.